Right now, a black hole could be racing toward us at half the speed of light. Invisible, unstoppable, and guaranteed to erase Earth in seconds. You won't hear it coming. You won't see it. One moment you're alive, the next, every atom that makes you is torn apart forever. And the terrifying part is, that's just one of the ways the universe could end. And some of them might already be in motion. Scientists have spent decades mapping the dangers that could end life as we know it. And while some are billions of years away, others could already be unfolding without our knowledge. These scenarios aren't science fiction, they're grounded in physics, backed by data, and studied in real observatories and laboratories. Today, we're going to break down the most mind-blowing ways the universe could meet its end, starting with the ones that give us no warning at all, and building to the ones that slowly, inevitably, shut everything down. Rogue black hole. Picture the night sky above you, calm and familiar. Then without a single flash or warning, the Earth begins to stretch and crumble as if being pulled apart by invisible hands. A rogue black hole has entered our solar system. It doesn't announce itself with light, because it swallows light completely. It could be moving at half the speed of light, tearing through space with unstoppable momentum, warping everything in its path. Black holes form when massive stars collapse under their own gravity, compressing their mass into a point so dense that not even photons can escape. Most sit quietly in galaxies, but a rogue one, perhaps kicked out of its original home by another black hole, could wander for millions of years until it crosses paths with us. The moment its gravitational influence reaches Earth, tides would rise hundreds of meters high. Continents would crack, and the atmosphere would shred away. If it came close enough, our planet would spiral inwards, stretching into a long stream of molten rock before vanishing beyond the event horizon. And the worst part? We might only detect it when it's already too close. But not every cosmic killer needs to swallow the whole planet to end everything. The next one can wipe us out from across the galaxy without ever getting close. Gamma ray burst. Imagine waking up on a perfectly normal morning. The sky is clear, the sun is shining, and then, without warning, every living thing on Earth begins dying within minutes. No asteroid, no explosion in the sky, just an invisible force tearing apart the atmosphere. This is the nightmare of a gamma ray burst. A beam of high-energy radiation fired from a dying star. When certain massive stars collapse into black holes, their final act can be to launch twin jets of gamma rays at nearly the speed of light. If Earth were in its crosshairs, the radiation would strip away the ozone layer in seconds. Without that shield, the sun's ultraviolet rays would bombard the surface, killing plants, animals, and eventually us. Scientists believe one such burst may have caused a mass extinction on Earth hundreds of millions of years ago. The terrifying part is that gamma rays bursts can happen anywhere in our galaxy, and they are completely invisible until the moment they hit. And while this might feel like the universe's most precise and merciless assassination, the next threat doesn't just kill everything. It rewrites the laws of physics, as if our reality was never meant to exist at all. Vacuum decay. Somewhere in the vast fabric of the cosmos, a single quantum event occurs, the kind that doesn't just happen in one place, but ripples outward at the speed of light. It's called vacuum decay, and if it begins, it would rewrite the very structure of the universe. Scientists theorize that our universe exists in a false vacuum, a stable enough state that could at any moment collapse into a true vacuum. If that collapse starts, a bubble of new physics would expand in all directions. Inside that bubble, the laws of chemistry, atomic structure, even light itself would change. Molecules wouldn't form the same way, stars wouldn't burn, and life as it exists now would instantly vanish. The terrifying part? There is no warning, no flash in the sky, no heat wave. 1 second you're alive, the next, the atoms that made you are behaving in ways that make life impossible. But not every ending comes in an instant. Some unfold so slowly, they erase the universe piece by piece until every star, every planet, and every last photon of light is gone. Heat death of the universe. Billions of years from now, the last star in the cosmos will burn out. Galaxies will dissolve into black holes and scattered particles, drifting further apart as space itself keeps expanding. There will be no warmth, no light, and no possibility for life to ever emerge again. Scientists call this the heat death, not because it's hot, but because all usable energy will be gone. At this point, the universe reaches a state called maximum entropy, where nothing changes anymore. Time still passes, but nothing happens. It is the ultimate freeze, stretching on for an unthinkable eternity. And the scary part? We can already see hints of this future in the way distant galaxies are moving away from us faster every year. But while this ending creeps in over unimaginable timescales, the next one could rip the universe apart while you're still watching it happen. The Big Rip. This is cosmic destruction turned up to 11. Right now, the universe is expanding. Galaxies move further apart at faster and faster speeds. Scientists believe dark energy is driving this acceleration, but in the Big Rip scenario, that acceleration doesn't just keep going, it goes wild. Over billions of years, the force pulling galaxies apart would grow so strong that it begins to tear galaxy clusters into individual galaxies, then rip galaxies into star systems, then stars into atoms. From our point of view on Earth, the sky would start to look emptier as galaxies vanish beyond the visible horizon. Eventually, the Milky Way would be shredded, followed by our own solar system. Planets would be yanked from their orbits, and finally, the very atoms in your body would be pulled apart. It's destruction that starts slow, then speeds up until the laws of physics themselves can't hold things together. In the final moments, nothing would remain. No planets, no stars, not even particles. Just an expanding nothingness that grows forever. This might feel like the final chapter, but the next scenario doesn't end our universe. It smashes it into another one. Collision with another universe. In the grand scheme of the cosmos, our universe might not be alone. Many physicists believe we exist in a multiverse, a vast collection of parallel universes, each with its own laws of physics. Most of the time, these universes stay isolated, but what if another one came crashing into ours? If a neighboring universe with different physical constants were to collide with ours, the boundary between them, called a bubble wall, would expand at nearly the speed of light. In its path, reality as we know it would be rewritten. Atoms might disintegrate. Time could warp. And the fundamental forces of nature could change instantly. There would be no escape, no hiding, not even a moment to understand what's happening. Some scientists think that if the multiverse exists, collisions could have already happened in distant regions of space, leaving subtle imprints of the cosmic microwave background. Others warn that the odds of it happening here are small, but far from zero. A collision like this would be instantaneous and total, but the next scenario would start slow and then turn violently against us in ways we could never prepare for. Dark energy flip. For billions of years, the universe has been expanding, driven by the mysterious force scientists call dark energy. Right now, that expansion is accelerating, stretching galaxies further and further apart. But what if dark energy suddenly changed its nature? In a dark energy flip, the force could reverse polarity, turning from a cosmic accelerator into an unstoppable brake. The expansion would halt, and gravity would begin pulling everything back together. At first, you might not notice anything. Galaxies would inch closer over millions of years, but as the collapse sped up, stars would smash into each other. Planets would be torn apart, and in the final seconds, the entire universe would implode into a singularity. No one knows what could trigger such a reversal. It could be a shift in the quantum vacuum or a fundamental change in the properties of space-time itself. But if it happens, every atom in existence would be pulled to the same final point. It's the ultimate cosmic reset, and if the universe really can turn on itself, then the next scenario proves that fire, not ice, could be our final chapter. Supermassive star detonation. Far across the universe, there are stars so massive, so unstable, that their deaths don't end in a normal supernova. They end in something far worse. These are called pair instability supernovae. Explosions so powerful they don't leave behind a black hole or neutron star. They erase themselves completely. When the core of one of these giant stars becomes hot enough, it starts converting photons into matter-antimatter pairs, robbing the star of the pressure that holds it together. Gravity takes over instantly, the core collapses, and the star detonates with a force hundreds of times greater than a typical supernova. If a star like this went off within a few dozen light years of Earth, the radiation could destroy the ozone layer, ignite the atmosphere, and sterilize the planet. Even from further away, the blast could flood our solar system with deadly gamma rays and high-energy particles, triggering a mass extinction. Astronomers know these stars are out there, and they've seen their aftermath in distant galaxies. But the timing of their death is impossible to predict. One could already be ticking down, hidden behind clouds of cosmic dust, and we wouldn't know until the light from its final moment reached us. Some of these endings could happen in a fraction of a second, leaving us no time to react. Others would unfold over billions of years. slowly draining the cosmos of light, heat, and life until nothing remained. The terrifying truth is that our universe isn't guaranteed to last forever. It's a story with an ending. We just don't know which chapter we're in. So which of these scenarios do you think will happen first? Comment below with your pick and tell me why. And if you want to go even deeper into the unknown, my next video explores the secret possibilities of alien civilizations discovering us before we discovered them. Click here to watch that now.